What's up, everyone? It's your girl Anita flying high, and you're tuned in to another one. Here we go. You see how justice is working? So, Mapi handed two match ban for what it looked like she touched Miss Daniela in a very inappropriate place, and it took them a little bit, but they went on and justified that a 2-match day ban was needed. And in that way, I'm grateful that Liga F is making or took a step to support the black athletes that play for their football club. And I'm going deep today on some of my live streams. I have been covering the 2025 She Believes Summit, and also some more topics that I have been, I've been told to start tackling now that things need to be brought to awareness, especially because I'm a representation of who I, what I look like. You know what I'm saying? So if you saw the video, if you ever saw a player do that to any other player, you would probably think, like, what is she doing? And then to hear allegedly the comments that could have been made to having a male genitalia is ridiculous. I find it odd because, Mapi's a Gemini, and she's not making Gemini look good currently. And like I said, I don't tune into Barca just because, I just don't tune into Barca. I did back then, but, it is what it is. Nothing against their football. They play beautiful football. But this conduct, it doesn't give me a good vibe about Barca, about Mapi's character. And because I'm doing research, I came across some more incidents with Miss Daniela. She is a Colombian player. And apparently in the World Cup 2023, Miss Daniela faced criticism and xenophobia, racism, when she was being labeled too aggressive and dirty during the Women's World Cup. And I be using ChatGPT a lot, and because in a way there's not many platforms for people that look like me that are able to express their individuality, especially athletes. It was saying that the only time our black athletes get any attention is when they're in the media for some controversy. And we're going to tackle some of these stories that I came across later on. Also, 3 Guys to go live tonight as well, so shout out to them. Shout out to Mexico. But yeah, even with, like I said, even with Bunny's treatment, Olivia Smith's treatment, Miss Daniela's treatment, we're gonna tackle Enialuku's stuff too. She been going over here, having to sue ninjas for defaming her character. They want to tear us down, And because I've been more in spaces where I'm starting to understand how I was kind of delusional to how the world was seeing. How the world was seeing people that look like me. And I'm awakened to that now. And I can only just continue to share, what I've been doing, acknowledging the things that I come across. That's not gonna stop, because it can't stop, because there are really not many people being able to talk about what's going on when it comes to people looking like me, but people that look like me, you know? And it's a damn shame, to be honest. Like I said, you know, me being awake, me understanding that this matrix was built on oppression, especially this simulation construct that we're living in currently, and how people have been programmed consciously, and then, people have been programmed subconsciously, and then how people still carry that hatred consciously to people that look like me. It's very disheartening, because it's like, don't y'all want to heal? Don't y'all, like, why do y'all hold that in y'all's heart? You know? It's so sad, because I don't hold that in my heart. I know that you've been programmed. But when you become aware, you must want to change. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, even ChatGPT says, it's assimilated in our society. How people look at people that look like me, you know? And, you know, experiencing this human life here, up until where I am right now, hasn't been great. I was saying on another live stream, you know, my life here on planet Earth has been an uphill battle. A lot of people did not want me to use my voice. I started to realize, especially the closest one to me. And it was very disheartening, because why wouldn't you want to, why don't you want me to share my story? Why don't you want to hear what I have to say? It's because of the programming. It is because you don't value what I have to say. We live in a patriarchy where women, you know, are just seen and not heard. And then I'm a woman that looks like me. Double the ammunition. So I'm grateful that I'm grateful that I have been expressing myself on platforms, and I'm now grateful that I'm awakened and aware of some of the things I have to start tackling, because I'm, you know, I mean, you can see what I look like, right? I don't have to say the obvious. So hopefully you can understand what I'm relaying to you. And like I said, we are in a new time where, especially I can see on different platforms, but on all platforms, the hatred of people that look like me is getting out of hand. They monetize the hatred of people that look like me. They use people that look like me for their benefit. You know, I came across the video where some women that look like me were saying, you know, this society has been built on stepping on people beneath you, and or perceived beneath you, because of what? Lack of opportunities, lack of exposure, and yeah. But yet we're still smiling. Yeah, we're still able to get up every day and be, like I said, I try to be the best person I can be. You know, me being an awakened being, me understanding, just because I'm in this vessel, I'm not what you see. But I did come down here in this vessel. So with that being said, we, especially because I'm on social media, we're perceived in a certain way. We're perceived in a certain way in real life. But like I said, I don't carry that in my heart. And like I said, I'm going to continue to share the truth. I'm going to continue to talk about things that need to be talked about, but they're going to be talked about in a different way. And like Mapi, you know, I hope you change your character. I hope you learn from this, because honestly, I'm not a fan of you anymore. You know, you disgust me, fam. And, you know, your 2-match ban, it could have been worse, but I hope people really see you for who you are. Deuces.